Elaine was taken away by the police directly when she was withdrawing money from the bank. Isaac had already said hello, so it was definitely impossible for them to reveal any clues. And when Elaine was at the bank, she was always in the VIP reception room, so in the process, she didn't contact any outsiders at all. Isaac at the bank also said hello, so the outside world could not have any clues. Blue sky, it is impossible for the rescue team to find her. He comforted Claire and said, "My wife, don't worry. Mom hasn't been missing for more than 24 hours. We can wait a little longer." Jacob on the side also hurriedly agreed. "Yes, Claire, your mother only went out yesterday afternoon, and now it's barely a day and a night, so I don't think you need to worry too much." Claire shook her head and resolutely said, "No, I must go and look for her again, otherwise I will always feel uneasy." After speaking, she looked at Charlie and blurted out, "Charlie, you will help me look around in the afternoon and inquire everywhere, especially in places like the chess room of Mahjong Hall. My mother likes to go to that kind of place." Charlie immediately agreed and said, "Then I will look for her." Claire hurriedly ordered, "You must never deal with errands like yesterday, and then come back to deceive me." Charlie promised again and again, "My wife, don't worry, I will definitely not. Today I will be careful and look for Mom in all the mahjong halls and chess rooms in Orus Hill." Claire immediately said, "Then in every one of them must take a picture for me when you look around." Claire felt a little depressed when she thought of last night when he said he was going to find her mother, but in the end he went to eat and drink with his dad. Although she knew that all of this should be Dad's idea, she was still a little disappointed in her heart. Charlie hurriedly asked her, "Wife, where are you going to find this afternoon?" Claire said, "I am going to meet my mother's friends, as well as the beauty salon where they often go, and the club where they often go to spa." Jacob hurriedly said at this time, "Claire, Dad will not go out to see your mother in the afternoon, because Dad invited Dad's old classmates to eat at home, and my old classmate wants to show her hand to our family, so I will go in the afternoon. Buy some ingredients, and then tidy up the house and prepare." Claire asked in astonishment, "Dad, haven't you and your old classmates already had dinner at noon? Why do you have to make another appointment at night?" Jacob explained, "Eating at noon is at noon, and noon has already passed. People have returned home from a long distance, so we should always invite others to sit at home and have a home-cooked meal. This is to entertain friends." "The serious way?" Claire said angrily, "Dad, even if you want to entertain classmates, you have to divide the time. Now that Mom is missing, why are you still in the mood to invite your old classmates to eat at home? You can't wait for Mom to come home. Will you treat them afterwards? After all, my mother is also your old classmate. Wouldn't it be better for you three old classmates to meet? What a shit." Jacob muttered in his heart, "It is because your mother is missing that I feel in the mood, and I have the courage to invite my old classmates to eat at home, otherwise I would be killed, I would not have the guts." However, he must not say this in front of his daughter, so he hurriedly waved his hand and said, "Oh, you don't understand. She has been to the United States for more than 20 years. She has finally returned. I will definitely do my best as a landlord. One thing must be done on the day when someone comes back to have a sense of ritual. How can someone wait for someone to come back for a few days before picking up others? What is it? Others will think that your dad can't handle things." Then, Jacob said again, "And they did not come back alone. She also brought her son with her. The son is about the same age as you and Charlie, and he is still a well-known American barrister who runs a well-known law firms. You young people know each other, and there may be great benefits in the future. How rare is this opportunity?" Claire said angrily, "I don't think there is anything rare. I don't want to know your classmate and your classmate's son. I just want to find my mother as soon as possible and bring her home." Jacob couldn't help but scolded, "Why are your kids so ignorant? It's just a dinner, can't you not find her later? Don't you eat dinner anymore? I think you are clearly trying to fight against your dad." "I don't," Claire said anxiously. "I just don't feel in the mood to meet strangers at this time, and I am not in the mood to meet strangers." Jacob said angrily, "That's Dad's old classmate. Even if you look at your dad's face, you can't say such things. In fact, there was something in Jacob's subconscious that he didn't say, and he didn't dare to say it. The sentence is, "If your mother doesn't come back in this life, my old classmate is probably your stepmother. Her son may be your brother in the future. It's always good to meet in advance." Charlie also persuaded at this time, "Yes, my wife, Aunt is Dad's old classmate after all. Dad should try his best to be a landlord. As children, we must also cooperate with each other." After all, he hurriedly said, "Well, let's go find Mom in the afternoon. Anyway, I don't need to cook tonight. Aunt is here to cook. Then let Dad go shopping in the afternoon, and then Aunt will come to cook at home. We will come back to eat directly after we finish looking for Mom. We can go out to look for after dinner, then it won't take up our time to find Mom too much, don't you think?" Claire also felt that her speech was a bit heavy just now, and was worried about how to end the scene. Seeing that Charlie was coming to fight the fire at this time, she followed his words, nodded and said, "That's it, just as you say." Jacob let out a sigh of relief, and couldn't help but give Charlie a grateful look.